bitter criticism. Reading something finally from Russia Today. Let's see what's going on in our beloved channel, in our beloved newspaper from the reality of the world. November 1st, Home World News, Russia Today. Trump promises influential positions for Musk and Kennedy. The Republican candidate has indicated that RFK Jr. will, quote, take care of health, while the Tesla CEO will work on cutting government spending. Funny, isn't it? Cutting what? Cutting people's money. Anyway, Republican presidential nominee, former US President Donald Trump on the photograph. Donald Trump has confirmed that he will give Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. influential positions in his government if he wins the upcoming presidential election. During an interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson at a campaign event in Arizona on Thursday, Trump was asked whether Kennedy or Musk will become key figures in his administration should he be re-elected on November 5th. Quote, "Yeah, I do. I think so," the former president responded. He noted, however, that Musk has indicated that he, quote, doesn't want to become a secretary or something, and instead wants to focus on finding ways to reduce waste in government spending. Maybe that makes some sense, but as left-winger, I guess that's bad for people, you know. That's bad for I don't know, for the working class. Quote, "He thinks he can cut $2 trillion without affecting anybody, and I think he can do it," Trump said. Quote, "He wants to cut costs, he wants to save the country," unquote. Despite initially proclaiming political neutrality, Musk officially endorsed Trump earlier this year and has become a major supporter for the former president in his bid to secure a second term in office. Trump has promised the Tesla CEO that he will establish a special government efficiency commission, dubbed DOGE, which will be headed by the billionaire if he wins the election. Speaking at a Trump campaign event in New York last week, Musk suggests that he could reduce the annual federal budget by at least $2 trillion, claiming that American taxpayers' money was being wasted. Maybe, I don't know. I have to say no to this, but I hope, who knows? I hope the best for, funny as it sounds, I hope the best for American people. I hope the best for everybody. Stop the wars and do good stuff, and stop the waste money. Regarding Kennedy, Trump told Carlson that he wanted the former Democrat who ran as an independent in this year's presidential race before dropping out and backing Trump to, quote, work on health and take care of the U.S. population. Quote, "He's right with so much of the things he's talking about because, we are not a healthy country," Trump said. Earlier this week, Kennedy himself confirmed that Trump had promised him a role in his administration, noting that while he will not be leading any government agencies, he will likely play a part in choosing who does as a senior advisor or of some sort. Trump transition team co-chair Howard Lutnick also said on Wednesday that Kennedy will not head the Health and Human Services Department if Trump is re-elected. Trump had previously also applauded Kennedy's decades of work as an advocate for the health of American families and children, and had indicated that he will establish a panel of top experts that will work with him to investigate what is causing the decades-long increase in chronic health problems and childhood diseases in the U.S. And I'm going to see anything, something else because of time. Read more related news. November 1st, Home World News. Tucker Carlson interviews Donald Trump ahead of election. As it happened, the U.S. Republican presidential candidate is taking part in a charity event in Arizona. And says, former President Donald Trump at a campaign event in Allentown, Pennsylvania, October 29. Conservative journalist Tucker Carlson is conducting a live interview with U.S. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump just days before Election Day. Trump has joined Carlson in Glendale, Arizona for a charity event aimed at raising money for the victims of Hurricanes Milton and Helene. Americans will go to the polls on November 5th to decide between Trump and his Democratic rival, Vice President Kamala Harris. The high-stakes election has been described as one of the most contentious and controversial political cycles in recent memory, with both candidates trading insults and accusing each other of wrecking the country. Yeah, I saw that. Hot button issues include the economy, immigration, and the conflicts in Gaza and Ukraine. This live stream has ended, and there's a summary of the. I guess it's an interview summary. November 1st, 6 a.m. Trump has praised SpaceX owner Elon Musk, saying that he was bewildered by the recent Starship test flying, during which the company managed to successfully catch the returning booster, a feat which was seen as a major breakthrough towards its reusability. He went to describe the billionaire as a great cost cutter, noting that Musk thinks he could cut the government's expenses by $2 trillion. Quote, he wants to save the country. He said that if Trump does not get elected, the country is finished, Trump added. Well, this is a huge summary. Not so huge, but it's huge anyway. 6:57 a.m. I guess. The U.S. has won nothing from its military interventions in the Middle East, Trump has said. Quote, it used to be you go to war, you go to victor belong the spoils. We go to war, we bomb the crap out of the country, and then we leave. What are we doing? He asked. The Republican blasted politicians that support these actions, including Liz Cheney, a former congresswoman and daughter of former vice president and war hawk Dick Cheney, who was endorsed Harris. Quote, if it has been up to her, we will be in 50 different countries. It's very dangerous. A lot of people get killed, and it's very expensive. That's why we owe $36 trillion, he added. At 6:10 a.m. under the Biden administration, the U.S. has ended up in a precarious position as the dollar has started to lose its global clout. Quote, if we lose the dollar as a standard, it is like losing a war. No war, this will happen with me, he said. At 6:06, the administration of President Joe Biden has managed to unite China and Russia, accomplishing something that should have been avoided at all costs, Trump has said, adding that the two countries are natural enemies, given that Russia has massive territory and China needs it's due to its large population, and China needs it due to its large population. Quote, we have allowed them to get together. It's such a dangerous thing. Quote, the stupidity of what they have done. I'm going to have to unite them. I could do that too, the former president has said. 533. Kamala Harris is a low AQ individual, meaning, quote, she doesn't even know when she's lying, Trump has claimed. She's dumb as a rock. We love our country too much. We can have that, he added. The Republican also compared Harris with Hillary Clinton, the Democratic nominee he defeated in the 2016 presidential election. And well, I guess I'm going to stop here. Look, there's a new store over there. It's been great. The Republican, the former Secretary of State, was much smarter than the current Democratic candidate, Trump said, adding that Clinton was nonetheless a liar and a horrible scoundrel. 5-7. Trump unexpectedly took credit for killing Nord Stream 2, a pipeline built to deliver Russian gas to Germany through the Baltic Sea. The undersea pipeline suffered a series of explosions in September 2022, when Trump was no longer president. The Democrats love to say that I was a friend of Russia, I worked for Russia, I was a Russian spy, Trump said. Yeah, even Russia Today is a Trump newspaper. The biggest job Russia ever had was Nord Stream 2. This is the biggest pipeline in the world. It goes from Russia to Germany and all over Europe. I kill it. Nobody will kill it but me. I stop it, he said, without elaborating. Although Washington denied any involvement, Russia has suggested that it was likely behind the sabotage. Interesting, isn't it? So, very substantial declaration. 458. Trump slammed Liz Cheney, the daughter of U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney, as a warmonger and dumb individual. She's a radical war hawk, he said. They are all war hawks when they are sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, let's send 10,000 troops right now, right into the mouth of the enemy, Trump said. Cheney always wanted to go to war whenever she was present at meetings, he added. Despite her long career as a Republican, Cheney has strongly criticized Trump and endorsed Harris for president. Trump similarly criticized I lost myself. Where is Trump similarly criticized former diplomat and State Department official John Bolton, describing him as a real dope and a nut job. 447. Trump mocked the Democrats' claim that if elected, he will undermine democracy and rule of law. Quote, they are a threat to democracy, Trump argued. They said, I will put people in jail. That is what they wanted to do to me, he said, referring to several court cases against him and investigations into his activities. The Democrats have impeached Trump in 2021 while accusing him of inciting the storming of the U.S. Capitol building on January 6th of that year. 440. Trump blamed the Democrats for promoting the Russiagate claims in 2016 and onward. He added that Hillary Clinton and other high-profile Democrats have conceived the hoax that Trump had won the 2016 election thanks to the help from Russia just to justify their own loss. 428. Asked by Carlson about possible motives behind the administration's current migration policies, Trump suggests that his opponents could be stupid or could hate our country. He also claimed that the Democrats could be motivated by wanting to encourage more migration so that they could win elections. Quote, they want to cheat on elections by signing these people. They are trying to sign people up that don't even know in what country they are in, Trump said. Democrats, for their part, have denied the existence of an open border and blamed Republicans for stymieing legislation aimed at fixing the problem.